All right, our next topic is one of, if not the biggest boxing events of the year, which is the long-awaited bout between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. It's happening this weekend, July 29th, in the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. Terrence Crawford is the favorite by negative 155, and Errol Spence is the underdog at plus 130.
Wow.
Nito Donaire is also going to be in the undercard, as well as Isaac Cruz and Jonas Telez. So this is a pretty good card, like really good in terms of boxing. But we're going to give out our main prediction for Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I want to toss it first to you, Isaiah. What do you think about this? Who do you think is going to win? How?
I I still have it for Terrence Crawford. I know that Errol Spence um is no joke. Obviously, he's given a lot of named people the works. Um he has wins over like Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, recently Ugas, who just beat Manny Pacquiao, even though Manny Pacquiao is a little bit older, but still Ugas. Um it and he's also been recorded to say that during a spar session um um with Mayweather, that he's given Mayweather a lot of work too when he was younger, which is cool in a way. And but I just going off of the just like the freshness, um Errol Spence has last fought in April 2022, and Terrence Crawford has fought last in December of 2022. So Terrence Crawford is slightly, well, not slightly, actually a lot more fresh um, in fighting than Errol Spence. So we'll see how that's gonna play out. It's been a while since Errol Spence has been in the ring, so there may be a little bit of ring rust, maybe not too bad. We'll see. Well, again, we'll see how that goes. But my main thing is I know how Terrence Crawford fights. He's very, very dangerous to the point where, if you're starting to break gloves, that's, man, you got something on you. And um I mean, you have a you have a you have it's I guess styles make fights in this, so you're gonna definitely see the difference. Um Terrence Crawford definitely has more uh I would say he would have like he has a lot more power coming into this. Errol Spence being a little bit more technical, from what I've seen in their last fights. So you're gonna see a little bit of a difference in their styles. So hopefully that it'll come out to the same way in the same vein as like Loma versus Haney, where you have two completely different styles, but the way in which they fight, it's going to be it's gonna come out a lot more even than we think, and it's gonna be a really good fight. I think like just being able to see that in person was a treat. Thank you, Mark, for taking me there. It was awesome. So hopefully we get to see something similar in Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. So what do you think, Mike? What do you think of this fight?
Man, oh man. So I feel like Terrence Crawford has the skill. He has better footwork. He is a switch puncher. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. He's cleaner defensively. Um, while Errol Spence, he's slower on the feet, I would say, compared to TC, but it's still respectable in the ring. But he has more of the pressure. He's a heavy pressure type of fighter, and he does throw combinations to the body, which is something that I haven't seen from a few of TC's previous opponents. And Spence punches dumb hard to break another man's orbital bone. Well, two men's orbital bones is it is quite the power you have in your hands. I mean, you can break your gloves all you want, but to break another man's bones in their face, that's a different story.
Holy
All
dog.
right, he but this is, to me, I'm gonna lean more towards TC in this one. Uh, Earlier I was leaning towards Spence, but considering that Spence has been inactive in the ring, TC fought recently against David Avanesian. Yeah. Um, and Spence has been in multiple car accidents. He has had a um, detached retina injury when he was training. Um, there's quite a bit right there, and considering all of those factors, I'm just slightly leaning towards TC. I'm more towards 55-45 in this fight towards
Mm.
TC. But Spence has the ability to trouble TC, and I don't think it's going to be a knockout. I think it's going to be decisions in this fight.
Yeah, I can see that happening too.
Because
It's gonna be a little closer than people think, I guess.
yeah, I disagree with some of the stuff I see on Twitter, which is like, TC gonna wash this boy. He gonna knock him out in the second round. He breaks you down. He breaks you down by his switch stances, his foot movement, his carefully timed shots to your body, to your head. He's a very good counter puncher, right? He does that. That's how he breaks you down. Um, and I disagree with other people who are like, oh, Spence gonna dog walk him. He's gonna knock him out in the first round. I'm like, like, I don't know what you guys are thinking. That's not how I see it. It's gonna be it's gonna be contrasting in styles, right? Because TC is very defensive. Spence is very heavy on offense. That's gonna be a clash right there. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came to a decision, and I see the decision being a split decision. I don't see it being a unanimous decision because this is a very big fight. It is what it is. I don't know, right, how this is going to turn out, but I'm leaning more towards a split decision towards TC in this case. But I wouldn't be surprised if Errol Spence wins by decision because both guys are immensely talented. I'm not dog walking or dishing any one of the two camps because both guys have an aspect in their game, their toolkit that might trouble their opponent. But we shall see. Both Isaiah and I are picking Terrence Crawford by. Or what, did you choose decision?
Decision. Yeah.
Yeah, we're picking by decision. I'm going by split. Are you going by UD or split?
I think it's actually gonna be pretty close. Let's go split. I'm
All
gonna go
right,
say split.
we're
We can
both.
probably go split. It's very. It's just again, I would say just based off of just watching the difference in styles between Loma and Haney, you can go split.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the how you use your advantages, um, that will determine the outcome. And it just so happens that in the Loma and Haney fight, again, completely different fight, completely different styles, but the way that they pulled it off, they had to do that to counter the other person.
Yeah.
So we'll see how if I am assuming that Errol Spence is going to throw more volume. Terrence Crawford is going to aim for body, more counter shots, but we'll see.
Yeah, but let us know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to end in a knockout, or do you see a draw, or is it going to be a win? Who knows? Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below.